Okay, so I get asked all the time about real estate, and one of the biggest things is why real estate, why not something else? So there's a group of us, and I got one buddy that doesn't do real estate. He does different things for passive or just any kind of general income. And so why real estate? Why for us? So number one for me is the value increase. It's a value increasing asset. So real estate traditionally has gone up over the years. Now there's always those outliers out there where sometimes it doesn't, but we do multifamily apartments. So what we do is we buy these units. We do have debt on them, but we get other people to pay for it. So for example, so we got an apartment complex and the mortgage is $3,000 a month, but I've got a rent roll, people paying rent of $6,000. There's a cash flow in there. Now let me say this. It doesn't work like that all the time because there's also bills and things like that in there. But there's formulas and different things you can go through. But what we believe is that if I can buy something and then I have somebody else pay for it and me not have to pay anything out of pocket, at least down the road. And obviously we put down payments and things like that, and there are other creative ways to do that, but that's what we do. I buy the place, I put a little bit of money down, and then all the renters pay the mortgage, any expenses we have. So there are times when the HVAC goes out, and there are things like that happen. But what we do is we always put a property management person in place. I don't want to be in the business of fixing toilets and managing people. I let them do that. Did they take a percentage? Yes. But it's worth it for us so that we don't have to do with that. We are strictly investors at that point, and that is something that we are striving to do more and more of as we go. Now, for us, this is great because we don't actually need the cash flow. Now, if I was in a situation where I had to take some of the money from our apartments, we would structure things differently, but we don't actually need the cash flow, so we take that money and do other things with it, like buy more apartments, whatever the case may be. So, and if you're sometimes you get into a situation where you are taking that cash flow, you have to be a little bit more strategic about what you're buying, how much you're putting down, the cash flow, all that stuff. Again, another video for another time. But a lot of times on the first deal what we did is we plowed all the excess back into and paid down the principal. And when we did that, it allowed us to have a lot of equity quickly, and we pulled money out of that apartment complex, and it allowed us to buy our second one. So for us, real estate has been something that we work in our regular business. We have the cash, and we put it into real estate because we know it's something that's going to last. We can have money for it right now, or it's going to build a great wealth foundation for us many, many years in the future.